YouTube, welcome back to some more Peglin action. It's a special Peglin episode today. Now, I need to tell you a little story, because we're probably not going to be dealing with the dungeon dive today, but I need to tell you a story. I got a correspondence from not the keeper, but the keeper of the keeper. And the keeper of the keeper let me know, hey, and the learner, the keeper's birthday is like today. And it'd be really good if you could like do a mention for the keeper. And I missed this message. I was away, I didn't see it, I was unwell. So I got the correspondence a little bit late for the actual day, but I got it in time to like, you know, actually prepare some stuff. So today is a surprise party for the keeper. The keeper doesn't know this episode's happening. They don't know this stream is happening. Hopefully they do, because I did tell the keeper that it's happening, but who knows when the keeper's going to be here. So when the keeper appears in the chat, again, this is going to be more of a Twitch thing than a YouTube thing. We have to shout, surprise! You know, it's a surprise party for the keeper. So if we see the keeper in the chat, it's a surprise. YouTube, you can just put it in the chat right now. Just say, you know, happy birthday, keeper, surprise! And, you know, I'm sure they'll be doubly surprised. So yeah, it's a bit of a belated birthday party, but this got me thinking, like, okay, I could just shout out the keeper and, you know, grind away at doing the old dungeon die again, you know, be miserable for 3 or 4 hours, but that's not the party the keeper wants. Well, maybe it is the party the keeper wants. No, that's not the party the keeper wants. What does the keeper want for their birthday? And then it hit me. Obviously, the keeper for their birthday, they want to fill in something on the spreadsheet. There can be no greater joy than ticking something off else on the spreadsheet. This created a problem because obviously, as everyone's aware right now, I've been trying to do the dungeon dive for many, many hours. And sadly, it hasn't come to fruition. So I couldn't guarantee in this episode, the special birthday episode for the keeper, I couldn't guarantee that he could tick something off on his spreadsheet and, you know, we'd have to wait another year for this to happen again, maybe. I'd have to hold the dungeon die for a year. It's like the spreadsheet would just go on forever and ever. No, we're not doing that. So I had to get a way to guarantee that I could tick something off in the spreadsheet. Now, this comes to the genius part of the plan. There are some items, actually, let me get the spreadsheet. Oh my god, it's been so long since I got the spreadsheet out. There are some items on the spreadsheet on the right-hand side, which I said I was going to do once I did all the other ones. We've not quite done all the other ones, but we're approaching there. And one in particular caught my eye on the hidden items. And on the hidden items, there is a relic I've never ever used on camera before, because it's not very interesting. And the item is this, the Seraphic Shield. This was going to be my piece de resistance to end everything. The Seraphic Shield means you're immune to all damage. Surely you can't lose the run, right? So the keeper, if I put this on, and this is what we're going to do today, the keeper is going to get his birthday present, he's going to have to get his quill out, he's going to put water in the ink and, you know, turn it into a fluid again, and we'll be able to cross another thing off their list as a birthday present. And I think, I can picture the keeper's face right now. Yeah, they're going to be so happy. Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem. It's not exactly entertaining, right? Because I can't lose, right? Right? So, like the Grinch that stole Christmas, I'm going to be the grump that steals the keeper's birthday. I'm going to try and lose this run. I don't know how I'm going to lose it. I've got some ideas, but I'm going to try and find a way that I don't win a run with an item that stops me from taking damage. And I believe this stops all forms of damage, but we're going to check this out. Because I said, I've not really ever used this item before. Other than confirmed enemies can't hit me. I have confirmed enemies can't hit me with this, but I'm going to try and find a way to lose this run. Now, I will say, I could find a way to lose this run by just basically, like Isaac breakfasting myself. I could create a situation where I can't do any damage. Thereby, I basically have created an infinite loop where I will never ever be able to turn Peglin off again. That's not going to be the way I do things. So we're going to take some items maybe that, you know, I would otherwise take. And we're just... I'm going to try and ruin the keeper's birthday, basically. But obviously, there's a decent chance that regardless, the keeper is going to get their birthday right, and I'm going to be the one that is upset. So I think that's actually quite a funny gimmick for the episode. Anyway. And now I'll also say, like, I could, like, throw in, like, very unique ways, as I said, just to completely, like, make the run no longer viable, as in, like, I just neutralize the run so that I can't do damage. I'm not going to do that. I will take items so that fights can still end, but if there's a world where I can perish, I might try and find the world where I perish. I think that'd be quite funny. Okay, we have Reduce, Refuse, Recycle. We have Pocket Sand, which is in theory pointless because enemies hitting me don't do damage anyway. And I have the Turtle. Oh, just in case the keeper's wondering, if I do get the dungeon die on this run, which would be really funny, it doesn't count. because it, like, is cheating. I will take out the turtle, though. We'll give ourselves more options to find more ways to try and kill myself. Because I said, trying to die without taking damage, that's going to be hard. But sure, there are some, like, some issues in the system. This game has got some bugs in it. Let's put it that way. Let's try and find the bugs. All right, perfect start. We have terrible, horrible. I wouldn't want the Keeper's Birthday stream to be any other way. And we might as well actually, like, not even just farm for 25. We should farm for 40, because let's be real here. These guys can't hurt me, right? I will just show you to confirm it. Yep. So, I am immortal in this fight. I don't think there's any world where I can kill myself on this fight. So we should greed. We should be unbelievably... I mean, is it really greed if I can't die? I'm not sure. Alright, it's gonna be really funny when I don't get 25 gold in this fight. Okay, I got 26. Okay, so is there any item here that I think could cause myself to die? Probably not. Probably not. So I think, you know what? It's the Keeper's Birthday. Let's upgrade. Oh, actually, there's a few orbs I want to take as well because the Keeper, I think, like, highly rates them. If I see a rub orb, I will take a rub orb. That is the other thing I will promise you. We should obviously go for elites as well. Only 2 elites? Sure, it is what it is. And again, let's farm. Let's make sure we get 25 at the very least. Again, I should really make sure I get 40, but sometimes weird things happen. So nice and chill now, just no threats. Artillery plant, I'm just ignoring him. I don't need to aim at things, really. It's such a good time. Again, this is the other thing, like, to, like, clarify of, oh, can you die on this story time? Well, yes, strictly speaking, I can just create a path to the void and just always fire it into the void. And strictly speaking, yeah, I've lost the run then because I'm, like, actually not doing damage and I'm not taking damage, so... I've kind of lost by virtue of the fact that I eventually will die before the run ends. I'm actually not sure there's any, like, pity timer on this game, like, you lose if you reach a certain time. I don't think it does exist, but... there's a chance we'll find it, at the very least. What I kind of want to do is reach a situation where I do... either I can kill myself in the game, of course, or I can do so little damage that it means fights take a long time. I think that would be also quite funny. And special mentions as well for builds which I think are just not viable. I might try and show you how not viable they are. Alright. You know what? Even I've got, like, fed up with the tedium now of trying to get all the gold here. I do like the pew 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 noises, though. Pew 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 noises, very good. Alright, we're out. Okay, there is no rub orb here, sadly, which was the one I was really, really looking for. I guess we could get refresh tech if we want. Grab concentration. Sure, let's grab concentration. Oh wait, who are we fighting, by the way? It's Leshy, right? Okay, it's also good versus Leshy. Again, doesn't really matter, but it is good versus Leshy. Also, if games last forever, like, obviously this would be a great choice. You know what? Let's take Brass to say Knuckles. I think both options were actually quite good there. And we might as well take question mark tiles. Give me the duplication of it. I'm ready for it. I told you, I'm ready for it. Yeah, duplicate it all. I'm fine with this. Just give me Pebble build now. Look at this. The Keeper would be thrilled with the sack right now. Oh my god, look at all the pebbles. I have 2 opportunities to get terrible and horrible per cycle. Oh my god, my last 4 orbs I think are terrible, horrible, terrible, horrible. Actually incredible if true. I wish you could scroll down through your sack to see what's coming. Oh no, there is a dagger in the middle. Okay, fair enough. Alright, keep just grabbing the old gold. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. I think it might end in terrible, horrible, but... Or is it just horrible? No, it's just horrible at the end. Okay, it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was. I literally thought I had terrible, horrible, terrible, horrible, which would be really funny. I get a bit more gold. And you know what? That's good enough. Well, let's not be too generous there. Right, anything here that I think the keeper would particularly like? I feel like the keeper would like a bit of ball lightning action. I think they'd also possibly like the ether wheel. And actually, refreshing the board does synergize with this, so I think the keeper would be on board with me to get an ether wheel for them. Right, we get an elite, which obviously is not going to be that scary. Unless they can find a way for an elite to kill me. Maybe if we get the okay, it's not the Minotaur. Maybe this Seraphic Shield, it says all damage, but what if there's actually like a limit on it? What if they just put it as like, you know, minus 16 and just assume you would never take more than 16 damage on a turn? So I guess I should test getting hit by like a seriously big hit at some point and just see if it neutralizes it. Also, I really should go for a question about Tails, right? If the other funny thing we could do right now is legitimately just trying to become the Pebble build, then the question about Tails is the way to go, right? Albeit, it doesn't really help me in my quest to ruin the Keeper's party and perish. I should check as well for any self-damaging effect. Drink a brewski, it's the terrible, horrible. Don't do that, you'll actually die with my luck. Doctor, there's like a rise in cases of people with alcohol poisoning, severe alcohol poisoning. What do you think could have caused it? Well, you know, I heard that someone was doing a stream that he was taking a shot every single time that he got the terrible horrible, and he got it like every single cycle, so now everyone that watched the stream is perished. They're gone. I probably should use it to the refresh, actually. Actually, it's been a pretty good example of why Concentration, even at level 1, is like really good. It's actually output a lot of damage. If I was really like playing this properly and, you know, targeting the green slime properly, I think it would be dead already. Okay, so again, green slime isn't actually hurting me, which is fine. It only does 8 damage, right? That is a reasonable thing to assume could happen. Oh, we also need defensive items, right? That is completely worthless. None of you really refresh the board. You don't really want them after. We will upgrade, I guess, Ether Wheel. I will say the Keeper also probably likes Bomb Build. You know what? I'll take Recon Bomb later. It needs to be a mix of two things, right? Sure, I do want to, like, ruin his party, but at the same time, I'm trying to, like, give him, like, stuff that he would like. It means that if I take it away, it's going to be more painful. I guess I've just been a real asshole for whatever reason. Anyway, I don't really care where I go here. Actually, we should check the red bombs are good or bad. I'll take Ambidextrary. I think the Keeper would love the Ambidextrary. It's very close to being a spreadsheet. It's paper with text on it. Alright, discard. Discard, please. With the bombs. I think Plinkus is against my ideas, by the way, since it showed me this map. Of all the maps I could get, this is the one you showed me. Okay, another bomb, please. Alright, doesn't matter. We get the refresh. And you know what? We'll send the horrible into the bombs. Fuck this map. Even in a mode where I can't take damage, I'm still like, fuck this map. I hate this map. Oh my god, this map. Alright, concentration, just hit the bombs, please, for me. Thank you. Just screw the money, just hit the bombs. Perfect. We're out. Oh yeah, a laser light show for the Keeper's birthday. Actually so on board. Okay, this is the thing we need to level. Yeah, question mark task, because I would like to find the obelisk. More light shows, the Keeper will enjoy that. Bog. Right, Jupiter, show me your moves. Pew pew pew. God damn it. Jupiter, show it's someone's birthday, okay, Jupiter? You need to work with me a little bit here. You ruined the party. Imagine you bought fireworks and that's all you got. God damn it, Jupiter. Okay, we'll use you to get a bomb. Actually, the Sage shot, the fight's over. Does the Keeper want anything here? I mean, again, I think the Keeper kind of likes Ball Lightning, to be fair, so maybe we'll grab Ball Lightning. That being said, over a Laser Light Show improvement, I think the Keeper would want the Laser Light Show improvement, so let's improve our Laser Light Show. And we get another Elite. Minotaur, please. I want to see if big damage actually can break through the shield. Alright, cool. Thanks. Same fight. It's fine. There are other ways to take huge amounts of damage. Actually, one other thing I've not checked. Wait, if I go between floors, can I take damage? That's actually something I should check. Because maybe it's only in battle. Maybe between battles I'm not taking damage. Oh, sorry, I am taking damage. In which case I could die during events. Oh yeah, I've got Recall Bobulator as well. I should refresh the board more often. Pew pew time. I like the Jupiter. I've got a build where I'm literally immune, and still it's like stinking up the place a little bit. Is that your relative vulnerability? You're goddamn right it is. Unless I can find a way to perish, it is. What's the fun purpose of the run if you can't lose? Smix, you missed the beginning of the stream, I see. So this is a special party for the Keeper's birthday, which was last weekend, actually, but, you know, close enough. And I think the Keeper as a birthday present would love to get something crossed off the spreadsheet, and this has never been crossed off the spreadsheet, because I've never used it before, because I've not found a really good way of using it. However, I'm going to try and ruin the Keeper's birthday by losing with it. So that's the purpose of this run. I'm trying to lose, but in an entertaining way. As in, like, I'm not going to just stall the run out, because I could actually just do no damage and take no damage, which is, like, everyone loses, basically. So that's the grand plan. Hopefully you're up to speed now. At the same time, though, I'm still trying to give some nods to the things the Keeper likes. Bomb build, Keeper would like it. So hang on a minute. If I put myself in hell, I'm immune to going to hell. Excellent. Damn it. Okay, excellent. We're immune to going to hell. I guess we can check self-damage from brambles as well as a potential out. Oh, good. Laser light show. one of these light shows is gonna be good. Alright, I guess we'll do a little bit of gardening. Oh wait, I meant to hit the bramble. Sorry, I'm dumb. Oh well, whatever. Laser light show. Okay, I'm immune to brambles as well. That kind of tracks. And I think by that logic, I'm probably also immune to self-damage from orbs. I'll check it at some point by getting one of them, but... Man, if I only found an egg as well. I mean, I say if I only found an egg, I could do a super cascade as well. But I guess I'd get no healing because I can't take damage. That I found. Poisoning myself would also be an interesting way of doing it. I don't know if that would actually happen, because again, poisoning myself isn't damage, it's a status effect. Now, the poison damage itself probably is damage, but you never know. Oh, nice! Okay, it's an okay laser light show. We actually removed some brambles. By the way, strictly speaking, Jupiter is a bit of leshy tech. It's really inconsistent leshy tech, but the lasers do break the brambles. But since you can't control them, it's like nice, but you know. Alright, I think for this situation, there is actually no way to perish. So, take me to another floor. We'll find a way. Now, there is one very interesting way, which I'm gonna, allude to now that we're going through the first floor. I bet you the wall just insta-kills you. I think that'll be the way it's coded. So, if the unstoppable object meets the... Wait. If the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, I think the unstoppable force will win. That's my theory. I'll actually take my money. Oh, do you think the Keeper would like the Viridian Trinket as well? I think the Keeper loves the Viridian Trinket. Do you think the Keeper would love removing the refresh on the board, bearing in mind my entire build based off refreshes? No. Again, I'm not gonna intentionally make the run actually unwinnable. Also, we're not gonna do that because I'm mindly on a bomb build. Viridian Trinket is also really bad with bomb builds, which I kind of find funny. You know what? I think the Keeper would prefer a heavy hand. We'll try and enable the bomb bit a bit more, rather than just completely destroy the bomb build. It's not really fun, right? Alright, I found a way to potentially perish. I think I found a way to ruin the Keeper's birthday. But there are potential other ways. Oh my god, I got horrible, horrible. What a dream. Actually, I'm beginning to think now I should actually make my build better just so I can get through battles quickly to get to the wall faster. Because I'm not sure I've got any other ways to poison myself. I guess there are some events that lead to the portraits being added to the board. So we can test that theory without fighting the painter boss who I was thinking of. Probably should also clear a path to the refresh. There you go. Alright, laser light show for the Keeper. Fucking Jupiter. Fucking Jupiter. Great orb. Great orb. Really good. Alright, game. Honestly, I'm expecting a bit more. For a bomb build, this is not entertaining enough just yet. Alright, Jupiter as well. I say last chance. I can't remove you from the sack, but show me something good. Alright, cool. 32 damage and a let. Alright, Jupiter, show me something good. That's a bit more like it. Also, I guess Heavy Hand plus Jupiter is like a minor synergy, right? I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, we'll take an Obelisk as well, because I think we should actually aim potentially as well to be a bit of a Pebble build. We'll go for the Elite Shot path. Also, question marks, Obelisk? No. I want my Pebbles! Wrong event! Wrong way! Oh, God. Alright, we'll take an upgrade. I don't think I'm removing anything, to be honest with you. It's all good. Alright, brick event. Mini bombs to be had. Let's go after the bombs. Alright, Jupiter. Mini bombs, very dense border pegs, and you've got the heavy hand effect. Show me how good you can get. Okay. Even like in your best case scenario, you still weren't great, but fine. I can live with this. Okay. Anything else I want to do right now? I guess we should potentially start upgrading Pebbles. I don't think there's any way this guy could kill me that's, like, unique, so I assume, again, Seraphic Shield wins this one. In fact, I don't think any of them... maybe Reflect Damage? I don't Reflect Damage works either. Yeah, that's probably just counted as normal damage. I know this game. There's an error in the code somewhere. I'll find it. Oh, I'm finding a Pebble. I'm dumb. I thought I had the concentration. Like, wait, why is this not going through the peg? It's a Pebble, dummy. It's very tangible. Go for the crit. Pebble, can you finish it? Okay. So this guy, no go. Again, maybe the 5 most boring orbs to get as this character. I appreciate it's like the common orbs, but still. Spinception is interesting. I have no way to apply poison, but it would be an alternate like win condition just to like keep the game going. We obviously don't need defensive tools, right? Because we have the ultimate defensive tool, so literally everything else is defense. Now, you are right, I don't apply poison, so how can I make this work? It's fine. I'll find a way, don't worry. Oh dear, I went to hell. Right, always be discarding as well. Don't heal, you nerd. Yeah, just keep going after bombs, I guess, for this fight. The only thing I got with... I was going to say, it's the only thing I got with piercing. Sad Jupiter in the sad Jupiter in the corner. He forgot about me. Yeah, he actually did forget about you, honestly, Jupiter. That's how good you are. I completely forgot about your existence. By the way, this is 917 right now, which is pretty good damage, actually. Especially with Heavy Hand, which, like, doubles the damage I'm doing on pegs. Get crumpled. I won't spend any money just yet because I am going to the shop. Actually, that would be another interesting way of doing things. Assuming I do ruin the Keeper's birthday right now, it would be interesting to do this with a money run instead, because I very, very rarely do the money run because I think the money run's actually not very good. But we could actually, like, show off the money run. I mean, obviously, want a $5 pebble. That's just simple maths. That can only be good for me. I guess we want more ways to refresh the board to make my bombs go more boom. And you know what? We'll put a refill buster on there as well. There's actually a lot of good relics here. I couldn't afford them all, but that's fine. I'm still happy with what we did. Okay, whose birthday is it? Is it my birthday? Or is it the Keeper's? Ah, alright. We go the wrong way, but that's still fine. The question mark could be good. I mean, increasing my health is pointless, but equally, getting something that heals me is also, like, incredibly pointless. I guess we'll take the chicken. That's the birthday meal. Give me some question mark tiles rather than elites. I'm kind of, like, living in the hope right now that I get some way to get the obelisk event, I guess, to make things more fun. But I'm very intrigued by what the wall does. Will the wall just, like, spit me out? Will I just throw up or something? How is this going to work? Because I don't know if it's coded as, like, you instantly die, or it does, like, infinite damage, which I'm really intrigued by what's going to happen here. If it just does it as, like, you do a big, large sum of damage, so much damage that it just assumes you would never live. Like, if it is actually coded as, like, 999,999 damage, I might live the wall swallowing me, but is the game just going to blue screen or something? Is that what's going to happen here? I have no idea what's going to happen. Birthday stream without cake? You're fucking a genius. I should have tried to get the cake. Although, albeit, you know what? There's future years. It's fine. I tell you what, if the wall kills me, we have to restart the run. Which maybe we won't restart the run. I don't know. I've not decided. I didn't think that far ahead, to be honest with you. We'll start the run with a cake as well. I'm sure I can be forgiven for doing this run with a cake plus a item. Considering the item basically makes you immortal. Supposedly. You know what? Fuck it. I'll upgrade pebbles. I'm dreaming of the big pebble damage. Funny. Alright, what were they down? I don't think the archers would do anything to me, so that's not a surprise. I think all chips are on the wall right now. I think if anything's going to work, it's the wall. I wish I checked a bit more of the self-damage stuff, but I'm going to assume that is actually coded as, like, just normally instances of damage. That's not what I'm at. Ah, there's a rub up! I'm so stupid. Sorry, Keeper. I didn't notice it until, like, the last second. It's fine. How am I throwing a run when I'm immortal? Okay, we actually can test this. I don't know if events make you immune. Okay, events, you're immune in events as well. Alright, here's the real question. Will he spit me up? Who wins? Unstoppable force or immovable object? I also have to find a way to not do damage on the shot, which I guess is clear a path down the middle and don't hit the refresh. I might actually just kill the wall, which would be really funny out here. Do I have morbid? How did I guess I hit that peg. I thought I had that, to be honest with you. All right, laser light show time. It'd be so funny if the Jupiter just one-shots the wall now. Ah, who was I kidding? It's fucking Jupiter. Of course it would one-shot the wall. Oh, I tested self-damage. Okay, so the fireball tested it. So literally everything I found so far I'm immune to. Except I've not checked poison on myself and the wall swallowing me. Can I ruin the Keeper's birthday? We're about to find out. Okay, so if you want to ruin someone's birthday who loves making spreadsheets of Peglin, I found a way to ruin their birthday. Turns out if the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, the unstoppable force actually wins. Fair enough. All right. That's not the end of the episode. We'll actually do it for real, because I do have to do this at some point. But Bradberg is right. Why did I not think of putting cake on this run as well? It'd be far more... I mean, I could have just done this from the start. This seems more, like, sane than what I'm doing. I'm a bit concerned about my mental, actually. So we'll start with the cake. I will forgive it over the sake of Seraphic Shield runs, because I think it's basically a free win. Let's just try and make ourselves disgustingly broken. Or we'll do something that we don't normally do. Either or. Alright, straight from the get-go. Normally I don't ever take Refresher Course because it's just too hard to get going from the early game. It's something you want late game. So I'll take it now, because I can greed my early game. I will say it's a bit unfortunate it went up against Refresh Perspective. Also, very funny the Unicorn Horn showed up. Which I think is the Keeper's favourite item, and I just, like, discredit it, but I want to make myself disgustingly strong. I also think at this point now, there's nothing that can kill me on this floor. I guess we can check out Poison Synergy. If I can ruin the Keeper's birthday one time, who says I can't ruin it twice? Like, you know, your uncle saying something, you know, very inappropriate, you know, leaving the room or something, and then coming back in a drunken stupor and saying something even worse than the first thing. I can be that drunken uncle. Poison the cake is evil. I'm not sure about the community I'm harvesting anymore. Maybe I'm like the Mitchell and Webb thing. Are we the bad guys? I think we might be the bad guys. But anyway, great point on my relic, why I don't normally take it at the start of the game. I've literally not triggered it yet. One time. Next hit triggers it. And it gave me a Musup, which actually, to be fair, is the better option, but... if it gave me Spiness, it's like, thanks, but if I can't hit the crit, it's like a worthless stat. Alright, we out? Not quite. Also lost so much money on the board. What am I doing? There we go. Right. Anything here we very rarely do. I mean, to some degree, the memo is something I very rarely do. I don't think the memo was bad. I just don't think it's great either. Very rarely do we do negative build. But I don't think that's the birthday build for us. It's like, here you go, Keeper. It's your birthday present. I've taken something off the spreadsheet, and I did it with a negative build. It doesn't quite, like, sit right with me. I guess multi-ball is always fun. Let's take double trouble. We're fighting the slime. Not that it really matters. I don't think anything is going to change from fighting slime or not fighting slime. Did I hear the update? Oh, sorry, the rumors of big update to Peglin in October. I didn't hear it in October. I did hear the rumors of there was going to be a big update, which I'd mentioned before. I'd heard tell there's going to be another, like, act, so to speak. I don't know if that's what the update is, but I knew they weren't like making any small updates anymore because they're making a big update. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to completing the spreadsheet just in time for them to release, like, here's hard mode, and, you know, restart the spreadsheet dummy. Also, on October, it is October. Do you mean October? Do you mean November? Or late October, I guess. Oh, there's a big update with balance in the next year. Okay, fair enough. You mean October? Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out for it. As long as I can mentally prepare myself for a future let's do the spreadsheet again moment, then at least it's not immediate. Let's put it that way. Right, I think to make battles go a bit quicker, let's take AoE damage. Also, obviously we should go for elites, because I think there's no elite that can kill me. It is interesting on the wall fight, though. It does show that I'm negative damage, but I guess it just puts you as, like, the lowest possible health amount you can be. Time to grind, talked about it. Okay. I mean, yeah, if it's Peglin content, I will be checking it out, don't worry. It's not like I'm suddenly gonna go, oh, there's new Peglin content. Guys, I've done with Peglin now. I won't check out the update now. I'll probably be in it for the long haul. I had also heard rumors that they're talking about making a second one of this where I think they're gonna like make more mod support for it, because currently one of the issues with this game for like longevity reasons is it is really lacking mod support. It's like really awkward to mod this game. No, I mean, I can actually like tentatively look into it, but I think there was something wrong with it. Like, if you mod the game and they put an update on the game, basically it breaks every single mod. Which is, like, not the way you want it to happen. But, I don't know. We'll see. And if they do another one, it'll be, like, probably long in the future. A bit like Slay the Spire-esque time frames. The update could be the gift for the keeper. If he's lucky and it's, you know, within a... I guess if you mean, like, the actual recent update. Yeah, that's somewhat of a gift. That's the gift from the company to the keeper. But if it's the one that adds another act, it might fall on his birthday next year, in which case it would be very, very apt timing. Rub-Orb! Alright, the keeper loves the Rub-Orb. Every single time he talks to me in Discord, it's always like, why don't you take the Rub-Orb? It's like, keeper, it's a single target orb that does decent damage. I will give it that, but has basically no other effect. I think there are better things and like more pressing things we need, but let's see the Rub-Orb in action. And by the way, I don't deny this thing is going to do a lot of damage. It's probably better than the Dag-Orb. If you offered me, and you can start with the Dag-Orb or the Rub-Orb, I would take the Rub-Orb every single time. There is no world where I take the Dag-Orb. Unless I got to choose my relic first and I had like some sort of like something that pushes me towards a crit build. But even then, I probably would still take the Rub-Orb because it's more consistent. But the problem is, like, the Rub-Orb, for the most boss on this floor, just doesn't move the needle right. I don't think there's a boss on this floor where you want single target damage, with maybe the exception of Leshy. But even Leshy, you kind of want, like, special Leshy tech. And I really like Leshy as a boss, by the way, before you think I'm, like, moaning about Leshy. I'm really not. I think Leshy's my favorite of the first four bosses. They're just very unique and very interesting. But yeah, obviously, like, the Rub-Orb versus the Mole, not great. Versus the Slime, not great, because it just gets stuck in the slime and doesn't really move anymore. So yeah, it really comes down to, like, the Leshy fight. And then maybe you got more to talk about on the second floor, because at least on the second floor, then, you've got the wall, where it'd be pretty good against the wall. The painter, it's pretty good against the painter. Ballista Boy, it's okay against Ballista Boy. You'd probably want a bit of piercing or something like that versus the guy, but it's okay. The problem then, though, the second floor, though, is, and again, why I'm, again, not super hot on this, irrespective of that, is the shield guys counter it. Like, the entire floor itself, rather than the bosses counter it. So it's really weird, single target damage in this game. I think in the early game, it's just, like, not viable. Obviously, that's a stupid thing to say, but, like, it's just not what you really want. You want other things. If you get lumbered with it, then it's, like, fine, so be it. You get lumbered with it, but it basically leads to, like, defeat. you played a few hundred hours, you have no idea what the cake does. The cake is just a max health increase by 50. Which, by the way, is really insane. Like, it's a really good relic. Obviously, in this case, with the Seraphic Shield, it doesn't do anything other than gives the Keeper a birthday cake. I actually think cake quests should be made a little bit easier to do, but I don't know. It's hard to say. It's rare. So to get the cake, you have to bring an egg to a specific event on the second floor. And it's the one where the guy's like making a cake. Wait, it's like the chef event on the second floor. If you've got an egg, you get an option for him to bake a cake, and then he gives you the cake. So it requires you to get a specific event on the first floor, because you have to get the egg event on the first floor, which is no guarantee. Then you have to get an event on the second floor, and you have to like hold the egg until that moment. So like it's really awkward to do, especially on C20. It's basically not viable. So basically, the Keeper's gifts are a cake, a shield, and a spreadsheet. I mean, honestly, this book, it's just a book of spreadsheets. It's many spreadsheets all tied together. It's actually perfect. But yeah, the cake's a really good item, but it's just the juice isn't worth the squeeze aiming for it. Sometimes you get through the first floor just holding an egg still. I have done that a few times. But I've never had the cake event unless I was hard focusing on cake event. But I kind of think it's stupid. I think there should be like a way to guarantee it, but I don't really know how I would like... That's an insane shot, by the way. I don't know how I would like put it into the game. Just some way to guarantee you can get an egg event and some way to guarantee you get the cake event afterwards. Which isn't too easy. But I can't think of a way, unless you had like a specific tile where it's like, this tile's got a tree on it, therefore you get the tree event. And this tile is the chef, and you get the chef event on it. That's the only way I can think of like doing it, which is probably like, the juice isn't worth a squeeze on coding it. It's just live with the pain. Because it is an achievement that you have to get. So if you're going to 100% this game, you actually have to do it. Egg quest at some point. On C0, it's not too bad. Actually, I think I did the egg quest on C0. Did I do it on C0? No. I did it on C20 as well for the spreadsheet reasons. Right, I remember this now. Because I was like, it's going to be the most painful thing to ever do on the spreadsheet. And I knocked it out in like... I knocked it out accidentally, I think. But I kind of assumed everything I'm doing with Dungeon Die right now, I would be doing with the cake instead, but it didn't come to fruition. Fortunately, actually, I think that would be more mentally disturbing, actually, if that was the case. I'm going to beat the fight without getting hit. Yeah. God, I'm so good at dodging. Alright, I'll do the Keeper solid. I'll upgrade the rub-up first. Defensive options are pointless. I'll take Betsy's Hedge. Go a bit more offensive. I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas. I'm the Grump that stole the Keeper's birthday. I can remove your precious rhubarb. Actually, this is kind of funny. This is another thing that I think the event is just not worth doing almost ever. Probably actually ever. Alright, we have Ouroboros. 3-3 as well, by the way. So actually Ouroboros plus, because I've got Betsy's Hedge. 60 damage, but don't worry, I've got Echo, so it's going to be more than 60 on this shot, right? Alright, I did like 70 damage this time, but it's fine, I have the Echo effect, so I'm going to do even more damage on this shot. Alright, 100 damage. We're scaling. Then get rid of the Horror Ball. Again, more Echo damage. It's another 100 damage. It goes back into the Echo, I'm still scaling. Okay, you get the idea. This thing, like, theoretically self-scales, but the problem is, it's, like, It's single target, so it's bad against most enemies on this floor. Also, it relies you to like actually make really good shots every single time, otherwise you break the chain of scaling, which is pretty brutal. But it can actually like get pretty good, this orb. Do I want that back? It's like you never left. You know what? I don't think I've ever tried persist on the Ouroboros before. Okay, I'll bite. I assume it just gives me one more persist on the Ouroboros. I guess that's the interaction. I assume it doesn't give me like, you know, it's not like an exponential on it. It's not like squaring something that adds like an exponent to 4 on it, so it takes to like 8. I assume it just adds on to the exponent. I might not have explained this, by the way, very well. I think Strange Brew is more interesting than the Sparrow Team's investment, even for the Keeper's birthday sake. I guess we could make big economy from this, but I think the Keeper actually likes Strange Brew. I am really like two-faced on this run right now. I'm either doing stuff that I think the Keeper will like, or things that I think the Keeper will hate. There's no in between. Let me know if Batman needs a villain, specifically Two-Face. I'd be a star for the role. I made for it. I was born for it. Alright, fully enough, actually, this is a relic I very rarely take as well. The reason this is a very bad relic is, with the Horror Ball, and you get it like only one discard at this point, I always have an issue when I'm around the Horror Ball. I have to find the orb before it as a persist orb, which means if I get a bad orb before the Horror Ball, I have to like deal with the pain 2 turns in a row. It's actually quite similar to the Dungeon Die, funnily enough, where the Keeper loves the Dungeon Die. Because, like, mathematically speaking, he's right. It's actually better than the Power Glove. But it doesn't take into account that sometimes you just want to get +1/+1 and no, like, surprise moments. Again, very funny when I'm doing a surprise birthday party, but you just want, like, those moments to always be, like, consistent. And the problem with the Dungeon Die I've got is sometimes you will just roll poorly, like, I guess 4 stats in a row, because you'll get the non-crit and the crit damage on 2 orbs in a row, and you'll just, like, have a really bad time. We've actually lost runs, basically, to the Dungeon Die, just taking my Nosferatu to a 0-0, and then we just can't win from there. So I'd rather just get the consistent +1/+1 without the surprise. I will say, Ambidextrous plus Dungeon Die, then, like, it's very, very unlikely you get 6 bad rolls in a row. Not impossible, but unlikely. Anyway, I think we might as well take Collectible damage as well for a bit more AoE damage. Also, I've not quite checked yet whether or not the red bomb damage actually deals the damage to me. I assume, again, because I've tested self-damage actually hurts you, that bomb self-damage will also hurt you. But I guess we should check. So yeah, I think this is adding... Yeah, it's adding 1 to the persist. Okay, so it is working the way I thought it would work. Yes, I am immune to red bomb self-damage, that's fine. Kind of tracks. And actually, surprisingly, we're actually doing quite well at this battle. I mean, I know I'm immune to all damage, but I'm killing him about the time he roars me. To be fair, I think Ouroboros against, like, any boss, this is the boss you would want to fight. No things that get in the way, you're just always plinking out damage. Damage, 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 damage. Necromancer on a birthday run. I'd be rude not to. Alright, what do we want here? Want the Ultimate Greed. Faraday's Fate. Confusion. I am confused. Safety Pegulations. Not taking this because I've got red bombs and I think it's fun. Squirrels is quite interesting. I guess Squirrels is the more fun option here. We could take Curse Mask as well, which has like got a bit of a synergy with the Ouroboros because it goes into the echo damage, which means I get the echo on a future shot as well. You know what? Why not? there might be some cursed mass synergies that I've just not thought of before, and now we'll find them. Alright, we actually have to lock in. The wall can kill me. We've figured it out now, and I don't want to restart this run again. I would actually be pretty embarrassed if I lose to the wall right now. I actually didn't even consider it. Jokes like aside, you know, putting necromancy and stuff in the sack. If the wall kills me, it's pretty bad, actually. I feel bad about things. Gonna have to start again. And if this ends up being like a 3-hour episode for the Keeper's special day, because I lost 2 runs with the Seraphic Shield, boy, would I feel stupid. Also, I didn't get enough money there, which is pretty stupid of me. Oh well. Basic Blade is basically scaling. I'll take it. You're at 10-15, I will give you that, but... I guess to explain in case you're not, like, fundamentally aware of why Necromancer is not a good orb. Necromancer only hits pegs that have been hit, which you might, like, say, you know, surely you've got, like, a roughly equal number of pegs you've hit than non-hit, especially when you get through the game. No, it's way easier to have pegs on the board than to not have pegs on the board, because the refresh exists. If there was a defresh peg that removed every peg off the board, except for, like, the defresh and the refresh peg, then unironically, I think you could make the Necromancer work. I would actually kind of like that as a relic. Add peg to board that just removes all pegs on board. And by remove, I mean, like, activates them. But you don't get the damage, otherwise that would be broken. Okay, let's, I guess, level the Ouroboros as well, because I'm probably going to need the Echo damage. I still have Confusion. I am confused. By the way, the usual synergy with, and I've said this many times, you've seen it fairly recently, the main synergy of the Cursed Mask is the shotgun build, where you get this plus Constricting Chains, and you break the effect of Constricting Chains by using the Cursed Mask's curse against it. It's somewhat refresh tech, right? Ah, no, 25 again. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I can do with the mask. I mean, we're actually kind of like a face build right now. We've got the Alien's Rock plus the Cursed Mask. We'll take Fresh Bandana. We're not really on a bomb build right now. I do have Refresh Energy, though. In fact, if we actually got the Leaf, which requires me to get through the next boss, but if we can get the Leaf, this build would actually be disgusting. Because I've got Strange Brew as well, so the Refresh tiles actually would do damage. Which is normally the issue with the Leaf relic, that it makes a lot of your tiles be refreshes, and refresh tiles don't do damage. Unless you have Strange Brew. In which case, they're actually better, they do triple damage. Sadly, it's a boss relic, so, you know. It's gonna be awkward to find it. We'll take Ouroboros up again. I'm gonna lose to the boss, aren't I? I can already see it. I should say 50 gold for the shop as well. There might actually be something in the shop I do need. Necromancer, also really bad when you start with it, because obviously all the pegs come hit and not activated. Sorry, they come unhit. Anyway, this is actually a perfect situation, again, why I don't like Persist. If I want to discard through this to get to my other things, I have to take a Horrible shot. I can't get through the Horrible shot. And normally I would do this by just firing this orb off one time, right? And then discarding the next shot, but I can't do that, so I have to, like, basically waste 5 shots here, getting through the Ouroboros, which, to be fair, has got its own Persist, but even if it was something without Persist, I'd have to fire through it 2 times. it basically means I waste a turn, potentially, if I'm not lucky. You can't get rid of the horror ball, so you're always going to have that situation at C20. Before, like, the horror ball gets added to the stack, which I think happens around C... Is it C18 the horror ball gets introduced? I think before then, like, it's actually not bad to have persist, but at C20 with the horror ball, you just can't take it. Or, like, it's so hard to take. Basically, you have to have a synergy that is worth potentially wasting a turn for every cycle, which would be like massive AoE damage or healing, effectively. Anyway, just to confirm, because you actually take damage if you discard the Ouroboros. Alright, fine. I kind of assumed it would also not work, but you never know. As I said, this is like the one and done time on the Seraphic Shield. We'll never ever use this item again because I think there's literally not a lot you can do with it other than ruining people's birthdays. Like, that's the only synergy this relic has. Actually, hang on a minute. You would probably be good against the wall. Because I do have a little bit of scaling via this and this. I spent all my money. That's fine. We don't need to go to the shop. Well, ironically, I think this orb might have been better than most relics anyway. Round Guard doesn't protect you from the wall, so I guess I'll take Eye of the Turtle. Also, like, the only thing I'm interested in now is protecting myself from the wall. We'll take an elite fight. I think the additional tile won't really matter here. It's not really orbs I'm after. It'd be a relic. I know what the funny play is, but I'm just trying to, like, weigh up, do I want to risk losing this rod? Sure. We have 3 Ouroboroses now. I'm slowly making the Olympic flag out of Ouroboroses. Ouroborai? Ouroboroses? I don't know what the correct plural is of Ouroboros. I'm a touch concerned. Also, I've just realized, hang on a minute, the wall counters Curse Mask, because his stupid beginning phase actually eats into Curse Mask timing, so I won't actually get the Curse Mask to do anything. But ironically, this run might actually be down to Necromancer. Give me a bit of scaling. But maybe Ouroboros will get me there. Like, it's going to do some serious damage, even without the +2/+4 to start with. And I get +80 Echo, so it's like... It's scaling, effectively. It's closer than I'd like it to be, though. If any relic shows up that gives me some other scaling, we should take it. Even if it's crits. You know what? We have the old Necromancer coming up, so I will actually do this and then buff my board. Alien's Rock, right. Scaling. Yes, please. I probably should instantly upgrade that as well. Although... I think this is better. That's more damage. I think that's what we take. We don't need Delusion. Pumpkin Pie could go crazy. Effective criticism's okay if you're doing crit stuff, but we're not really doing crit stuff. Alright, let's try beat the wall. The only enemy in the game that can actually cause any concern to me with this item, I believe. Maybe it's actually hard-coded that if you get Seraphic Shield, you have to fight the wall. That'd be really funny. So you don't get a freebie. Alright, my opening is actually the worst it can be. I really need to fire this off. I actually think we discard. I just need to get down to the good stuff. And to be honest, this orb, I was going to say this orb can do some decent damage. I guess it is going to do red bomb damage still, which is fine. But I meant the orb itself does decent damage. Do I fight you off again? No, I think we get through you. Again, this is the other issue. Oh, the fucking stupid Ring of Reuse. I can't get through my stack very quickly right now. I should also be hitting the refresh whenever I can. He says as he misses the refresh literally in front of him. But I will get some scaling off the refreshes. Eventually. Looking at the health. He's like a third of the way here, and I've done like an health, 8th of his damage. The math ain't mathin'. I have to discard it. Fucking necromancer. Stupid orb. Alright, here's what it all comes down to. I need Abrasion to give me mini scales. Was it worth it? I don't know. I mean, I get to fight her again, but... Come on, I need the refresh. I also need the crit. Please don't lose to this guy now. It'd actually just be a total embarrassment. For fuck's sake. Why? I mean, I guess I know why I aimed at it, but I get another shot. I get another bite at the cherry. Please just miss the crit. It's a 29-6. Alright, well, it's actually going to come down to the reload, and even then, I don't know if I'm going to do it in time. Oh, we've actually got a dream opening. 908 damage on this. Please don't hit the crit. I know it's like what I'm aiming at, but I need to hit the refresh as well. No crit. No crit! Is this better than this? It can't be right. I just need to miss the crit and do thousands of damage. I'm gonna lose! I lost with a relic that means I can't take damage. Ah! Alright, well, it's a sad day to be me. And I guess the keeper as well, even though it's his happy birthday, by the way. Even though it's his birthday. Alright, well, so, Third time's a charm. Alright, give me economy. The immortal Peglin, unless he gets consumed by a wall, in which case he's actually very mortal, it turns out. Alright, let's actual hard focus. Don't just take random shit because the build doesn't work, because it turns out the build doesn't work, and if we get the wall on the second floor, and I actually don't know if it's hard-coded, you always get the wall on the second floor, I actually need to be able to kill the wall. Then we can meme, because I don't think anyone on the third floor can kill me. Do I care where I go, by the way? Yeah, I do, actually. So I probably won't be using too much of the navigation inflation on this floor. So let's pick up gold. You know, again, did get 25 there. That would have been funny. Alright, we get a 25. Not that it really matters who I'm fighting. We're fighting that guy. Give me Orpsium. Also, perhaps let's not take the Ouroboros. Oh, Egg Quest. The egg legitimately does nothing. You know, I don't think I've ever continued from this event before. Until now. Alright, bombs. And again, more bombs. Now, money. It's actually a really awkward opening with navigation inflation. I basically want to go on a set path all the way to the second elite. Which is not the dream. I mean, I guess I could try and make some skill shots where I, you know, I get the money and leave the way I want to. But it's a pretty big ass sometimes to not make a mistake. And if you do make a mistake, you are giga punished for it. How did I not kill you? Whatever. It legitimately doesn't matter. That is scaling. Alright. I've had enough fun at games. I actually wasn't sure that was going to work, which it didn't, to be fair. Alright. You two jokers. I'll take my time removing you bark by bark. Can't hit the crit. Or can I? No, I can't. I guess while we're here, let's take the bombs down here. Actually, let's take the crit. Because this does do targeted damage, which is normally what you want in this fight for the second guy. Ah, I missed the bomb as well. So, 100 damage. Now we'll take the bombs. I like the idea, by the way, of people coming in late and not knowing what I'm doing. It's like, oh my god, he's really good. What's his relic? This relic's insane. You're right, this relic is insane. Some would call it not balanced. Hence why it's not a real relic, it's a hidden relic. I love where the crit is when I get this up and running. Alright, we'll just try to get a bomb, I guess, before we leave. And some call it the only way to beat them all. Actually, I kind of want to get them all just out of intrigue and just take single target damage into them. We're not fighting them all, right? It's the slime. But I would love just to see, like, how brutal it can be when you don't try and play around his gimmick. Alright. So this needs to level. I mean, everything needs to level, but you need to level as well. If we find the wall, I probably actually get more value from that than this. Without being a crit build. We're obviously not taking that. I guess I'll take choke mod then. I'm just thinking about things to beat the wall with. Just to, like, guarantee I kill the wall. Alright, I turned out crit to crits instantaneously. Oh, why not crits? Ah, well. Crit to crits isn't even that good anyway. It's, like, grossly overrated by me. It's just fine, is the crit to crits. It is worse for a filibuster. Horrible again. I'm targeting the wrong enemy. That's fine. Let me buff our path to glory. Hit the refresh, those come back again. Spider dead. Target the bat, dummy. Alright, we targeted the bat. Dummy. Do enough damage to kill him. I guess we're going to have to target the bat again, which probably means I'm going to take another turn after the next turn to kill everyone anyway. I missed the refresh, which I kind of expected, to be fair. That's fine. This turn would have been wasted anyway, because I can't hit the bat in this position. Sorry, the spider in this position. Alright, turns out I'm going to take another turn. Unless I get the bomb. Okay, we're actually done. Because I think... No, they don't even need choke mod. They just die. Alright, upgrade you. Another elite, please. Come on, guys. Really? Are we doing this now? You give me the longest boss to kill? Fine. I'm not the boy I once was. I'm a bit stronger this time. That being said, let's get all the bombs, because I don't have enough damage otherwise. To finish this quickly. Hey, where the refresh is gone. Alright, let me just knock these tiles out of the way. Then these tiles out of the way. Ah! The refresh would be so nice there. Oh well. I think at this point now we just get bombs. I was going to try to set up a good sword dub turn while getting the bombs, but I couldn't. I still can't get it. Alright, never mind, I can get it. Refresh as well. But this is another great example of Peglin, like a bit of the randomness of Peglin. I know I'm immortal, quote unquote, but like this fight, the only reason this fight's like hard right now is I can't hit the refresh time. I've literally spent half the game digging towards this refresh, and I just couldn't get it. If it had been virtually anywhere else on the board, like we'd be out of this fight already. I just couldn't get it. Okay, Jupiter is piercing. I can't deny that. Alright, it is the Keeper's birthday. He deserves a laser light show. Alright, that is scaling. Ah, you're welcome, Keeper of the Keeper. I hope the Keeper enjoys it. Again, health is a pointless resource. He's at school right now, so you're not sure when he can tune in. That's okay. I mean, the YouTube is going to go up anyway, and it's going to have, like, vaguely a Keeper-related title, so... And I know that the Keeper comes back and watches the VODs again, so... Honestly, it might be more funny that way. In fact, we could do the surprise now. So we just do surprise in chat. If he gets to this point of the thing, I was hoping he would come into the chat and we'd go like, surprise! Alright. Everyone, get ready to put surprise in the chat. And I'll count you down in a second. Actually, the timing won't work on this. I need to mentally calculate the delay between me saying the words and you receiving the words. Alright. In 3, 2, 1... Happy birthday, Keeper! Surprise! Okay, I actually did it quite well. I got it just in its Vang. Perfect. Excellent. We've done it. Now, we haven't invited the main guest of honor, but you can get it later. It's fine. We're having a good time. Actually, fun self-life story. Again, like, you know, just for IRL things. I once went to a bachelor party where we didn't invite the groom. We went without him. It was a bit like... Honestly, the story's far too complicated to do right now on stream. Also, there is not enough alcohol running through my system for me to give the story. But basically, like, they were too busy to do, like, the full day. So, everyone else that was there just went out of the town anyway. It was a good night. Honestly, good night. And you can have the dry cake scraps after we devoured the cake. I mean, honestly, that'll keep his favourite bits. He wants the dry bits. Friends make me a surprise party, I didn't go. Keeper at therapy. So what's wrong with you today, Keeper? Well, my friends, you know, they did a surprise birthday party for me. It's like, oh, that's nice, Keeper. Yeah, they didn't invite me. No, we did invite him. It was the whole point was a surprise. It's fine. It was a real surprise. At your own birthday party, you had to do the job onboarding. I mean, even I'm not that cruel. At the very least, you know, the Keeper's going to get this and, like, it's going to tickle him a little bit. before like you really like things through the connotations. At least I'm not making him. Actually, I am making him work now that I think about it. The whole point is that he's going to tick something off of the spreadsheet. Again, Mitchell and Webb, are we the bad guys? All right, who, what, where, why? That guy, I probably do need refresh tech, right? Because I can't really trust the Jupiter to do the job. I guess I'll take Concentration then. And we're still looking for more refresh tech. That would be the thing that makes the run pop now. I know it'd be scaling Must Circle and we've got like additional crits, but it's still fine. You know what? It's even finer. Also, I missed a chest, I guess. No, I could only get one. That's fine. Oh, perfect! The favorite event of the Keeper. Do I duplicate everything and risk losing it all, or... Well, okay, we've had our fun and games now. Let's win the run. Let's knock out Seraphic Shield once and for all. Keep watching all my VODs. Perfect. I look forward to hearing the messages when they receive it then. Right, need to hit the refresh at some point, otherwise I'm going to have a bad day. Show me a good crit. That's okay. I think I can hit that. He could hit that. Alright, there's some decent damage. I don't have to worry about my DPS right now. I am immortal against this guy. You know what? I think I've actually solved the way to make the Seraphic Shield a legitimate item. At least like a more interesting item. I think this thing should make you immortal, but you should die after a certain turn. Like, after 10 turns, you just die. Because then you could actually get away with some like really greedy setups, but it sets up to a point where you just do disgusting like things, hopefully. And if you don't like the enemy like cheesing you in some way, tough. You're fucking gonna lose. Not that it really matters, as I said, it's a secret hidden relic. And I assume it's actually really in the game just so that you can test things out at your own leisure. So maybe they shouldn't do that, but if you wanted to make something like this, which actually worked as a relic, I think you could probably do that. Alright. Fight over. Show me not the wall, by the way. And ideally not the painting. I think the painting maybe can kill me still. I'm actually not sure about that, though. Need some testing. If you do less than 20 damage in a turn, you die. The problem with that is you would just instantly die against the 2 shadow enemies on the 3rd floor. I don't know why I find it funny, but I do. Okay, let's set the shotgun. We do have an additional refresh on the board, so it's not completely crazy. Nice! It's not the wall! Okay. We're locked in. It's the one guy I know that definitely can't beat me, because I've checked that large instances of damage don't hurt me. And look how good the laser light show is now that I've got Constricting Chains. That's part of the reason why I wanted to do this. The other reason is I've got... Wait. I've got you. Also, I only have 1 refresh at the bottom. I thought I had 2. Can I actually hit the refresh? Okay. Not that it matters. Again, we're seeing if things, you know, things that we can do which maybe aren't good, but eventually do come good. I think this is one of those things where it will come good eventually, but I might normally have died before that point. Why did I think I had 2 refreshes? I guess I'm mixing up the previous rod with this rod. It's horrible, terrible. I'll take a shot again. Okay, so an immediate priority is finding some alternate way to refresh the board, because I thought I had a bit of leeway, and I don't. I have no leeway. So I could Brexit myself, to use Isaac terms. Alright, none of you are refresh tech. I guess none of you are worthwhile taking. I mean, we could do this shenanigans, but just don't. Alright, we prefer to go right, take the elite into the shop. We probably want the money for the shop as well. Probably should have aimed at the chandelier here as well. This fine. Doesn't really matter, but still. Would have been the more optimal play. Can I hit the refresh? Name of the game. Probably not, actually. Nope, can't hit the refresh, so this is going to be a bit of a womp-womp shot. Can I hit it now? Still, though, going to be a bit of a womp-womp shot. Honestly, that was an insane shot I just made. I actually bounced it off the bomb onto the refresh. So I had to time the bomb coming up to, like, jam it in between the bomb and the roof to hit the refresh. Alright, can I get, like, sensible refresh positions now for the rest of the game, please? If you don't mind. Alright, I guess not. I guess the answer is no. Well, I can't hit it again unless I get it off a bomb. I might breakfast myself. Oh no, I can't breakfast myself. I've got the item that stops me breakfasting myself. Literally, if I hit shots into the wall, I can do damage. So I can always do damage. Yeah, I don't need any upgrades here. Oh, I forgot the rub-off! Okay, keeper, I'm stupid. I mean, I lost a run with the Seraphic Shield, so that's all you need to know about me. 2, actually. Strictly speaking, albeit, you know. And it died to the wall 100%. I'm not sure I would have done. The constricting chains on the wall fight is normally not too bad. There was a world where I lost with the 1 refresh, but if I can find another refresh, constricting chains on multi-ball just on that fight is like actually insane. It's so powerful. Even though I'm scaling Must Circle a lot, the crit stuff, and getting the crits all the time, I still probably would have found a way to win. Fuck's sake, I can't hit the weather. This is so dirty. Weather Vane plus Chandelier. I can't hit the Chandelier until I kill the Weather Vanes. Or I kill them with bombs. Fortunately, it doesn't matter, but you know. I'd be pretty upset if this is the way I lost this run. Or a run. Again, game. Ways to refresh. Where are you? Alright, I'll do it. Alright, I'll do it. Where were you in the previous runs when I've been trying to do this? This does leave me in a bit of a funny situation because I need to upgrade everything because currently all my orbs are like 0-0s. But on the plus side, down the line, this could do some real disgusting damage. Also, a reason why this doesn't normally ever work is when you actually get to like optimal obelisk build, you have to have upgraded pebbles by the point that you get the obelisk events. That's not like that reasonable as a result, is it? It's just a little bit slow. Anyway. Strictly speaking, the more I hit the refresh, the more I scale, so I will actually get to do damage soon. There you go. I'm doing damage now as long as they avoid crits. And also, I've got a few other, like, orbs in here that, you know, do the deeps. Namely, you. Jupiter, my favorite DPS-causing orb in the game. Oh, you're so shit, Jupiter. Why couldn't you just... The Jupiter should aim at the refresh a certain number of times. Or, like, after a certain number of shots, you just hit the refresh. It'd be so much better. It'd actually be a skilled orb, then. Can you not heal? I'm having some problems right now. There you go. Honestly, this is probably the faster route. Swallow plus multi-ball, also disgusting, which is also the reason why I think I would have beat the wall. As long as I got this relatively quickly, we would have set up, like, insane damage. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I do need you, though. Let me take that. Let me upgrade you twice. And I guess we'll try and take every single event. I guess we'll take every single event as a double upgrade. I think triple would be not worth it. It's what he'd have wanted. Oh, honestly, it sounds like a wake at this point, but I think it's what the keeper would have wanted. By the way, we're not counting this. We are counting this, though. Actually, is this good? Yeah, because I'm going to add a pebble to the sack, so it is good. Keeper loves the rub-orb. I'll put a rub-orb in the sack. Why not? And that'll do, because I actually want to save some money to upgrade obelisks. Oh, other downsides of the constricting chains, I still have it on right now, by the way, so navigation is a problem. Anyway, all my orbs are 0-0, so actually, come on, Dungeon Die, you can do it. You're actually optimal right now, I think. Because normally at this point in the game, there's no way I would have my entire sack being 0-0s. That would be lunacy. You'd have to be a complete fool to have 0-0s in your sack at this point in the game. Smile. Oh, come on, you missed the refresh again. Right, so my obelisk now is a 1-0. My Orpsium is a 1-2, which is what it normally is. Dungeon Die has done actually nothing. Perfect. I love the Dungeon Die. Great. Great. Salt of the earth. Okay, you are a 1-1. Sadly, that is actually quite good for me right now. I can't hit the refresh again, which is a bit of a problem. But it's fine. You will hit the refresh. There you go. And you'll create more refreshes. And you're going to scale my Must Circle out of control, which is a bit unfortunate because I have 2 crits on the board, but still. You're a 3-1. You're a 5-1. I like the number 5 more than the number 3. And I've successfully navigated the crits. I did 1,000 damage. You're a 3-0. Just missed the crit. Smile. No, you fool! Oh, well. That's okay. Alright, back to the game of upgrading obelisks to level 3. We will be going left. Yep. So actually, I would love a relic that removes a crit off the board. Sadly, there's only like 2 events. No, there's 1 event that does it, and it's a boss event. Honestly, I don't need this anymore. We'll just take this. I like bomb builds as much as the next guy. I know the keeper likes them as well, but we're something else. We're not bombs. What I really, really, really would like to get, actually, if you would be so kind, game, is I'd like to get Summoning Circle. That's the missing piece of the puzzle now. We're going to hit the crit here, just accept it. I was hoping to get the kill, though, but that's fine. What are you now? 4-2. You are a 3-1 by level 3-1. Perfect. Just what I wanted to see. We might as well kill you. What on earth is the world is a shield doing? Orion Rogue, you've come too late for this stream. So this shield, again, I guess for anyone on Twitch has just come out now, this shield is a secret relic, and I've never ever used it on any run before because it's actually incredibly boring as an item. This means you're immune to all damage. So, surely you can't lose, but I do need to put it onto the spreadsheet. This is a special birthday party for the keeper, and we wanted to make sure the keeper could take something off on his spreadsheet. Now, at the start of this, I wanted to ruin the keeper's birthday, so I wanted to lose the run with this, which makes you basically immortal. And I found a way to lose with this. You can lose with this. What I didn't expect after that, though, was that I would then lose a run with it myself, not trying to lose. So now, the egg is on my face, actually, I believe. It is I who am covered in the yolk. Fortunately for me, the only way I found to lose this is the wall just insta-gives you, so as long as you don't fight the wall, you're actually safe. And we're not fighting the wall, so I think we're good unless something else I can find kills me. But basically, I'm like, honestly, at this point, I'm just seeing, like, what can and cannot kill me. God damn it. Just out of intrigue, because as soon as I'm done with this, we'll put it back in the box and never use it again. It's like Jumanji at this point. Just don't get it out of the box. Just leave it there. I don't know if I'm immune to self-poison. That's something I've not been able to check yet. I've not seen a painting enemy this entire time. You're gonna hit a crit, aren't you? Yeah, of course you will. Yeah, I've not been able to put poison on myself. I assume I can be poisoned, but I'm going to also assume that I can't take damage from the poison. I think that's how that's going to interact, but I've not tested it yet. Please, I need the refresh. Oh, in case you're wondering why I've got constricting chains, I willingly took it. Oh, in case you're also wondering, I took the cake because it's a birthday, so... Of course we have to have cake. It's basically doing nothing as well when you think about it. The cake is max 50 health. I'm immune to damage, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, I have to upgrade these, because currently they do nothing. I should probably just take one to level 3 as well, rather than 2 halfway. We 100% should take Alien's Rock as well. Yeah! Works very nicely with the Obelisk. Please, I can't hit the gold coin. My gold coin! You don't take damage from events either. You don't take damage from going to hell. I can't think of what else we've tried to do. Oh, self-damage from orbs and red bombs. They don't kill you either. So I think anything that causes a damage tick to happen on you, you're immune to it. The Keeper loves Alien's Rock. Funnily enough, there's actually 2 relics called well, actually, one's called Alien's Rock and one's called Alien Rock. But yeah, I assume this is the one that the Keeper likes. This is named after a streamer, right? There's someone called Alien Rock that plays this game as well. You'd think I'd be more, like, familiar with the community that I'm in. I'm not. I'm super fucking not. Yeah, there's a guy. Okay. I do like the relic, to be fair. It's a really good relic. It's just kind of awkward to use. Or at least I find it a bit awkward to use. Situationally, though, really good. Which I guess is what you want from your relic. Like, you want it to be situationally good. The Andalone Orb. We figured out what this should be. What did we call it? I forgot what it was called now. We came up with an idea, though. Oh, it was, the allegation, right? I just made my own community with blackjack and hookers. I wonder which one of those words the Automod was not happy with. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, we were going to do the allegations, which I think the way I wanted to do was convert bombs back into pegs again, because my allegation was I only ever win with bomb build. So I don't know, it'd be called Allegation Orb, I guess. Which again would be really ultra niche, but I think could be funny. Yeah, literally Automod might as well just be called Vang Mod. It's just like you that's triggering it. Honestly, we don't need piercing anymore because the Alien's Rock will get me there. Case in point, by the way, I'm immune to this. Alright. Sure. Jupiter, go to a party. Uh, 4-2, sure. We'll send it. I was gonna say, we're probably gonna hit a crit, but it doesn't matter that much. Alright. Why am I fighting the 0-1? I don't know. Of course I missed the crit on this shot. Whatever. Alright, Radbug has confirmed to me which word the Automod had a great offense to. I assumed it would be that word, but... I kind of want to miss the crit, but, you know, I've got a shotgun approach to things, so it's pretty hard for me to miss it. You're a 4-3, you're a 3-5. You know what, with the crits here, we'll take the 3-5. Right. Oh, F the wheel! Actually, good. I need more refresh things. Also, I should probably upgrade you at some point. I keep upgrading Obelisk, but actually, I really, really should respect the refresh issues, but I think that's good enough for respecting now. So let's do this again. Obviously, this guy can't kill me. His entire spiel is just doing damage. There's no gimmick on it, so... surely I don't die here again. On the second floor boss. You'd have to be a real schmuck to lose with the breath I've got on this guy. Oh, sorry. On this floor, I guess. Dr. Schmuck punching in. The hook orbs. I think that's going to be like for Peglin. Open parentheses, 18 plus, close parentheses. Which may not be on Steam. I can't risk the Jupiter being stupid. But honestly, this is actually a perfect example again of the fucking... the dungeon die. It's actually rolled poorly on 2 situations, so... I've kind of like... I haven't got good options either way. I really need to do... It doesn't matter, I don't need to do damage anyway, but like, in a normal situation, I need to do the damage, so I have to fire this off, but it's not ideal. Obviously, I'm immune to everything, so it doesn't matter. I can literally do nothing and win this, kind of. Actually, that's not true. It would just equate to nothing, but you know what I mean. Sounds like Tumblr material. If you see Peglin fanfiction, I'm just saying you know where it came from and it ain't me. I was gonna say, I assume you also can't hurt me. I guess I didn't check you exploding my face, but I felt like it was just a source of damage. Alright, but for crits, this one actually would be pretty disgusting, but sadly I do have crits, so it's... no. How did I miss the refresh? Alright, that's fine. There we go. Oh yeah, the keyboard's love a Matryoshka. A shotgun Matryoshka? Oh boy. With Dungeon Die actually to like try and like buff its stats up beyond like 1-0. Dude, we take Matryoshka as well. Although this would remove a crit off the board, which actually would be pretty good for me. Ah, whatever. DPS doesn't matter. We'll just find a way to get Spiness as well. I'll get Molliflower, it's called. I don't see a world where these guys can kill me either, because I think it would require something to be programmed. I just kill you to kill me. So many tiny little orbs. How are you a 0-1? I guess I should have checked, but still. Okay, we're always hitting the crit as well at this point, so I guess we should, like, somewhat ignore Molliflower. Sorry, not Molliflower. Brassicé Knuckles, as it's called. Also, you should target the right guy. Normally helps. $11.5. Pretty good. And you are 11-3. Again, I'd love to avoid the crit, but I can't. As my orb splits into like 8,000 tiny little pieces. Right, you need to be level 3 now. And that's probably it for the Pebble-based shenanigans. Please, I can't get out. I can't get out! There we go. Rare situation where actually the crit is better for me, so we'll aim for the crit actively. Goodbye. I really need the refresh. Cool. Very cool. What damage is this? 5-2? That's fine. As long as you're hitting the refresh, I don't mind. I missed the refresh, I got the refresh. This will be another refresh guaranteed. Actually, we've not checked reflect damage yet. Hang on. I doubt this works. I doubt because it... Oh, we're also not going to test it. I doubt because it's my own damage coming out that it will do anything about this. I mean, I'd be stunned if that was an interaction. Okay, I should probably upgrade this to put more refreshes on the board now. I think that's my next big thing. I don't know what we need. Probably not to fire, like, low damage orbs out just to, like, expedite the process, but... we've checked red bombs as well. Red bombs can't hurt me. So actually, this fight is great because I will aim for the red bombs. Scale me. Honestly, actually, this is a great example of some of the refresh build stuff. Like, how long it takes the refresh build to actually get going. I could have made it go a bit quicker, to be fair, but it's the third floor, and only now I'm getting, like, these turns where I get a 14 must circle boost. And without it, the build kind of does nothing. Get aliens rocked as well. Okay, hang on a minute. We should take this, because I actually do... I think Spiness scaling would be sensible as well at this point. Game. Don't be like this. I can't tell if this is good or bad. It's probably bad, but I'll take it. It's bad in the sense that this effectively means the bus circle element of my build is dead now, which is probably the better part of my build. At least after the first turn, and even on the first turn, I still hit it. Right, now it's your turn to be targeted. We'll take the 2-5. Again, I found a unique way to fucking cook myself with this run. I can't get the refresh. I somehow missed all the crits as well there, which is very funny. Alright, more refreshes, please. 0-1. I hope I don't hit a crit. It's fine. You know, we're gonna hit a bomb eventually and kill the guy in front. Also, it doesn't matter. I literally am immortal. But we'll target the big guy. You could actually go crazy now. If I can get enough crits on the board and level you to level 3, so every time I hit a crit, you scale me. We could realistically get like 3 or 4 Spiness per cycle off that. Right, I set up the Matryoshka for great success. Is it 8-1? Let's be real here. We're not hitting the crit, but look how many orbs there are! The entire screen is full. Beautiful. Alright, get really bouncy with things. Bounce on it. Alright, I wish it would go by a little bit quicker this run, but it is kind of my fault. I put too much stuff in the sack as well at this point. And I shouldn't have taken this. It has definitely made me worse. Okay, we could do some intriguing things where I just turn my entire board into crits. It's probably not a good idea right now, but maybe down the line it could be. You're interesting, but you're probably never, ever, ever, ever going to trigger. But actually, everything else here is worthless. You're worthless. I basically do, well, I do a little bit of poison. Actually, you're probably better than Betsy's Hedge. Wait, if I can get Betsy's Hedge plus the orb that synergizes with Betsy's Hedge, I could actually do some real disgusto damage. I think I found a new finale for the run. I need all or nothing, though. Which is a rare orb. Debatable that was a misplay as well, because I actually need more crits on the board for the next orb I'm about to fire, and I don't have many crits on the board, so we can at least hit one. Which is a bit of spinets. But it's the only spinets I'm going to get. Wait, I got 4 spinets for that? I'll take it. Okay, now we're talking. A bit of spinets to add to the party. Now things are dying. I still have horrible Terror Ball. Yeah, more circle is not what I'm after. I'm going to hold on the off chance I get the all or nothing. We'll try and go hard right and fight the elites. I'm actually a bit concerned about fighting the ghost, I will say. Because I feel the ghost could potentially wall me. Wait, speaking of being walled, I think I can only go left. Alright, I won't fight the elites then. We'll take our chests instead and be happy with it. I'll lean into Alien's Rock, even though this is like a lower damage dealer, because I'm going to hit a crit. I think for hitting 3 enemies is just worth it. Okay, you probably aren't worth it, though. I will hit a crit. It's like 7 stone. Alright, many more circles now to be had. Sadly, too many crits to use it, but... Oh, I say that. We could miss the crits on this shot. Never mind, I can't miss the crits on any shot. Don't know what I was thinking. I might grab you as well to, like, just make the fights go a little bit faster. Just peg scaling kind of mitigates anything else that's happening on the run. Maybe the 2 worst things can I actually ask for. Both defensive items. Fun enough, don't need any defense. We're good. We're Gucci. Again, dumbbells kind of worthless. Although, hang on a minute, that's not worthless. That'll trigger into this to give me more refresh opportunities. Alright, I see the end. The end's in sight. Here are the 2 guys that Vine wants you to lose to anytime you take the new version of Seraphic Shield that we're trying to, like, design. Also, the shotgun normally good here. Actually, Jupiter, in a weird situation, is actually better for me right now than Swaltorp. A rare Jupiter W. And holy shit, I've hit every peg barring 1. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Because I think the ghost can, like... Oh, he can't ever truly fuck me. I forgot. I've got walls do damage. Yeah. Okay, actually, it turns out I'm, like, actually unbelievably good into him. Because a shotgun plus a... what are you called, sorry? Shotgun plus Ether Wheel is disgusting here. Okay, we're safe. The more the merrier, honestly. It's basically worthless. I'll take Inconspicuous Ring again, just in case I get into a situation where I can't hit people. I can do more damage now. Alright, you two, 3 jabronis. Let me just upgrade my board if you don't mind. Give you one of these. We might miss the crits here. Holy shit, I missed the crits. My most circle did something. Alright, now I'm not missing the crits. I've accepted that. We'll just hit the entirety of the board if you don't mind. In 1 turn. Ah, now you're taking infinite poison damage. I somehow missed the refreshes there, but actually it was a good thing. Alright, insane. Alright, well, pebble for the road. And I think, unless it's a battle, we're fighting the elite. Hello again. Fine, I'm slowly doing damage. Ghost. Alright, here's the big one. Refresh my board many times, please. Show me the complete board state. I don't think I've ever seen the complete board state of the ghost fight before. To be fair, I normally kill him too quickly or die to him. One or the other. I feel like you've got more to give, but we're not going to see it. Alright, that's the final elite. I guess we take Mental Mantle with everything I'm doing. Although, hang on a minute, short stack might be disgusting as well, because I almost hit the crit on every single shot, so... You know what, rare... Actually, short stack hasn't got the 20 next to it, because I did it before the spreadsheet. Sorry, I did it while the spreadsheet was a thing, but not the internal spreadsheet was a thing. We'll take short stack, we'll make short stack work. Dag up, horrible to open with. Great idea, game. Right. One of you two heals. I'm going to destroy you first to make the battle a bit shorter, hopefully. Now you're going to get crumpled by Mr. Alien's rock. Because it's going to hit everyone, I believe. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. We're going to just send out Matrush because it's funny. To hit every peg on the board. Wait, is this 4,000 damage? Oh my god, I hit so many pegs. Bear in mind this is only a 6-4. Alright, one of them's down. Laser light show for the birthday finale. It's actually breaking the audio with lasers, something I've never ever seen happen before in this game before. Because no one has ever taken the Jupiter up to this point in the game and used it. Alright, one brave soul standing, ready to be crumpled. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a long-awaited W. I did have to, like, stack the deck slightly in my favor, and it was still a hard road to get across, but on today, to celebrate the Keeper's birthday, that's something ticked off of the spreadsheet. Yeah, Seraphic Shield, pretty good relic, actually, it turns out, if you start with the Seraphic Shield. As long as you avoid the wall, I don't know if there's a way you can take damage. I assume, again, the self-poison won't kill you, but I guess that's the only thing I didn't test. It's the only other thing I can think of that would actually kill you. The Keeper says this run couldn't be any more perfect. That's all I needed to hear. Anyway, YouTube, Oh my god, it was still a 2-hour episode. I was going to say, I'll leave you with a shorter episode than usual, but actually it's longer than my usual, but not as long as the ones you've been experiencing recently. Don't worry, you'll come back to more 3-hour episodes next time, where we go back to Dungeon Diary adventures. Anyway, thanks YouTube for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!